Good morning, children. So yesterday we have seen better equivalent rational numbers. Now let us see representation of rational numbers on a number line. Before that we have seen better how to represent whole numbers on a number line, then integers on a number line. So let's see rational numbers on number line. Okay, so first see 3/4. Okay, 3/4. What type of fraction beta it is? See, numerator is smaller than denominator. That means what? It is. What type of fraction beta it is? It is improper fraction. So you have to remember that beta. Improper fraction is always lies between 0 to 1. So how it is? See, if you divide any improper fraction, see 3 is smaller than 1. That means what? You have to take 0 and decimal point. Okay. Or you can take any proper fraction. For example, 5/11. Numerator is smaller than denominator. So if you divide 5 by 11, always you get 0 point something. Means, see, if you divide any proper fraction, always you get the quotient 0 point and whatever, something. Okay, that means what is the meaning of 0.7? 0.7 means what, beta? This number is greater than 0. See, 0 point something. So it has whole number 0 and some fraction. That means what? It is greater than 0 but less than 1. Okay. So you always remember this thing, proper fractions means proper rational number always lies between 0 and 1. Why? Because they are greater than 0 but less than 1. Got it, better? And it is positive. So we need positive integers. 0, here is -1, 1, 2. See beta, denominator always show the total number of parts. Means between 0 and 1 you have to make 4 equal parts. 1, 2, 3 and this one is 4. So out of this 4 part, you have to select 3 parts. 1, 2, 3. So it is the point A where 3/4 lies. Got it, beta? So let's see one more example of proper fraction. 5/7. Yes, it is proper. Why? Because if you divide 5 by 7, what you get? It is the smaller than 7. Means you have to 0 point this. That means what? Again, it is lies between 0 and 1. So, okay, so that time we have taken -5/7. Okay, negative rational number. It is negative, so we need negative. It is 0 and this is +1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and this one is 6. Okay. So, but it is what better? -1, -2, minus. Okay, proper. That's why it is lies between 0 and -1. So between 0 and -1, you have to make 7 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this one is 7. You have to take 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is the point B where this fraction -5/7 lies. See, it is negative integer, so you have to take the negative part, and arrowheads are given. That means what, they are infinite. So we can't show all the rational numbers on the same line or all the integers on the same line because they are infinite. That's why we are here endpoints. Arrowheads are always, we have giving always arrowhead on endpoints. Got it, beta? Now let's see one more example. -3/5. It is a negative. Again, see what type of fraction it is. Numerator is smaller than denominator. Means it is proper. So where it would lies? Yes, proper fractions are always lies between 0 to 1. So if you divide 5, you get 0.6. 0.6 means greater than 0 but less than 1. So children, we need only the negative part. 0. Here is positive 1. Here is -1, -2. So between 0 and 1, you have to make 5 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one is 5. 3 parts, 1, 2, 3. So it is the point C where -3/5 lies. Got it, children? Okay. Now let's see the representation of improper. Means numerator is greater than denominator. Suppose it is 5/3. Yes, numerator is greater than denominator. So what happens if you divide this 5 by 3? 3 ones are 3. So what is its fractional form? One integer. See, divisor is always written in the denominator. And this remainder is in the numerator. 3 ones are 3. 3 plus 2, 5. And 5/3. So what is the meaning of this, beta? Here the quotient is a whole number. So here the whole number is 1. Means this fraction is greater than 1 because it has some fraction. It is greater than 1 but smaller than 2. So this fraction is lies between 1 and 2. Zero, 1, 2. Okay. So between 1 and 2, you have to make 3 equal parts. 2 and this 3. Okay, selected part 2, 1, 2. So it is the point A where 5/3 lies. Okay. Or one more thing you can do. Zero, 1, 2. Okay. Make 3 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. See, so you have to make total equal parts. 1, 2. Okay. So what is the meaning of denominator? Total number of parts. Okay. And you have to select 5. So start from the 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. C. Point B. 5 upon 3. See, the same thing. So here you convert this number into mixed fraction and then it represent on the number line, and here without converting mixed fraction you will represent like this. Got it better? So let's say one more example. Seven upon 2. Okay, let's see minus 7 upon 2. Okay. See beta, it is the negative number. That's why we make the negative integers. So we will start from 0 here and 1. 1. Okay, so divide 2 by 7, what you get? 2 3s are 6. 1. So what is the mixed from? Quotient is 3. Remainder is 1 and the divisor is 2. 2 3s are 6 plus 1. 7 upon 2. Got it? That means what? 3 is a whole number. We get whole number 3. And some fraction. That means what? This rational number is greater than 3 but less than 4. So it is lies between 3 and 4. See, whole number is 3. So it is greater than 3 but less than 4. Means its position is between 3 and 4. So we need negative number. So here is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and minus 4. Okay. So you have to make 2 equal parts of each section. It is 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. 3. So it is lies between here from minus 3 to minus 4. But where out of 2 parts, it is the 1 part. So 1, 2 parts. So here is minus 7 upon 2. We can say this point is P and minus 7 upon 2 lies. Got it, beta? Or without converting into mixed fraction, let's see how to represent. Negative number is this, so we need only minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. Denominator always show the total number of parts. So between this, you have to make 2 equal parts. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 and this one is 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 and 2. Okay. So out of this, you have to select 7. So starting from the 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, where we reached beta? We reached between minus 3 to minus 4. And half of, what is the meaning of this? Half of this. So here point Q and here is minus 7 upon 2. So without converting into mixed fraction, you can do like this, or by converting, first you have to convert it into mixed fraction and then we'll show like this. So both are the same and both are the correct. Got it, beta? Okay. Now let's see. comparison of the rational numbers. Yes, you already know it is, we have done it in the fraction, how to compare the fractions. If denominators are same or if they are the like fractions, just compare their numerator. Greater the numerator, greater the fractions. Or if denominators are unlike, so first we will convert it into like and then compare. Or one more thing, here to compare them, you can cross multiply. Okay, so let's see comparison of rational numbers. See beta, first we will see the positive comparison. Suppose 3 upon 4 and 5 upon 4. See, denominators are same, means greater the numerator, greater the fraction. So 3 upon 4 is smaller than 5 upon 4. Got it, beta? But if 3 upon 4 and minus 5 upon 4. See beta, first we will compare the denominators. Yes, they are the like fractions, means you or like rational numbers. So you have to compare the numerator. See, numerators are 3 and minus 5. So you know beta, you have already learned it in the integers. Negative number is always smaller than all positive numbers, and also it is smaller than 0. So that means what? Which one is greater? Positive 3 is greater than minus 5. So this means what? 3 upon 4 is greater than minus 5 upon 4. Got it, children? Or let's see one example. Minus 6 upon 11 and 5 upon minus 8. Okay, so you always remember this thing. Denominator should not be 0. And also it should not be negative. So yesterday we have seen how to convert this negative integer into a positive integer, or a negative denominator into positive denominator. So to make it positive, we have to multiply both numerator and denominator by 1 minus 1. So minus minus get plus, and numerator becomes negative. So it is minus 6 upon 11 and it is minus 5 upon 11. Sorry, it is 8. It is 8. See children, denominators are different. So first we have to make them equal or convert it into like. So by finding their LCM, then convert their numerator. So instead of this, you can cross multiply. First numerator and denominator and write in the left side. 6 8s are 48. But it is minus 6. So minus into plus minus. Then 11 5s are 55. Minus into plus minus. And we learned it in the integers beta. Negative number which is closer to 0 is positive. See, which one is nearest to 0, 48 or 55? Yes, 48. So negative number, which small number with negative number is always greater. So minus 48 is greater than minus 55. But our original fraction is, rational number is this, means minus 6 upon 11 is greater than 5 upon minus 8. So got it children? If denominator is negative, so very first make them positive. Okay. Then by cross multiplying, we will compare the fractions or integers, and then like this. Got it, children? So in this way, you can compare the rational numbers.